Welcome back, guys. Here for the next part of Adventure for Beginners.
Of me not dying.
Fun.
Well, I
Tell us
guess
what
we'll
you're
see.
doing.
Yeah, so that's a great question, Kevin. Fawn, what are you doing?
I am following behind these constructs and deep dwarfs. I am probably keeping about. Do I know anything about the hearing of dwarves, since they're like a favorite enemy of mine? Like, do I know if they have really good hearing or not, or?
Yeah, I mean, you'd know that dwarves have dark vision. They can see completely well in the dark, but their hearing you don't know to be any better or worse than human hearing. You'd have no idea what these constructs' senses would be like.
Okay. I would probably stay about 60 feet behind in the woods, about 10 feet into the woods, watching them from a distance creepily.
Okay, because you, Allison, might not know this, 10 feet wouldn't give you very much cover at all.
Okay.
It's a fairly sparse wood, so you
What would give me,
want
like,
to be...
partial cover? Like 15, 20?
It'll give you cover from attacks, but they'll be able to see you pretty easily.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
and
You're on a
wouldn't
horse,
be mounted
too.
be
You're on a
even
horse.
worse? Yeah.
I'm on a horse. My horse is amazing. 20 to 30 would I be mostly
if you would go, if you would go maybe 60 to 100 feet into
Jesus,
the woods
that's
and
far.
behind.
I don't have
it's a
fucking
sparse
evil eyes,
woods.
Travis.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
sparse woods. Like, how do you want to watch? Do you want to see everything
I
they
don't want them to
do,
be
or do you
able to
wanna-
turn around and see me. I want
Yeah,
to be
so-
able to watch their interactions and see if they do anything strange or if they go somewhere weird. If, like, I don't know, they fucking open a portal to hell and step right in. Like, I want to be able to, see if they're doing weird
Okay.
stuff.
She wants
So-
she wants to close the portal to hell behind them
With
to
them.
make sure that they stay there.
Okay, awesome. So you stay an appropriate distance away to remain. Do you for sure want to remain unseen, or do you want to see more of what they're doing and take a risk? Those are your two options. So you
Are
can't
you going
do
to
both.
just make me make stealth rolls? are you
I haven't decided.
I guess I can't say that.
I won't-
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take a chance and get a little closer so I could see a bit more of what they're doing.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I do think stealth would be appropriate.
Okay.
But you're on a horse, so do I take it that you're trying to stay farther back so that you can see them but not necessarily hear them?
I don't really need to hear them. I just want to see what they're doing.
Okay, cool. So maybe you stay quite a ways back and just kind of follow them in the woods a while. In that case, give me a stealth check.
Minus
Uh,
what? I assume
give-
you're going to give me a minus.
Yeah, I am going to give you a penalty of 4 for being on a horse, right? Like, you're stealthy, but Firefoot is not.
23.
23. Okay. Cool. So, alright. So, yeah, you're walking along and watching them, and they don't seem to, like, immediately notice you or anything. How long do you want to tail them for?
Probably about 20 to 30 minutes. That way I have enough time to turn around and kind of meet up with a group.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you tail them for 20 or 30 minutes, and they're just walking on the road. They walk past, maybe a group of elves
rock?
coming.
Another rock, maybe?
They walk past a group of elves coming the other way at kind of the end of your time, and they just, like, you can see they're obviously talking to these elves, and they pass by. And at
They
this
seem
point,
like they have a purpose. Or they're just continuing on going to the next...
I mean, they're just traveling on a road on a cart, as far as you can tell.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, and at this point, like, the elves are going to be coming towards you. So unless you, like, move away, they'll see you, right? Because, like, you're only a little ways into the woods, and you were walking behind these dwarves, whereas the elves coming in
Okay, so this
the other
is-
way, you'd be in front of them.
This is basically the end of my time that I would have been following them, you're saying?
Yeah, if you were hoping for, if you were going for 20 or 30 minutes, yes.
Okay, so I would kind of turn Firefoot around and make it look like I am coming out of the woods and going the same direction they are. Like, oh, I just so happen to be coming through coming out of the woods.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you start just riding along the road. Are you like looking back at these elves? Are you just kind of set focused on the way forward?
I will
Like, do you
walk
want to try and
slowly.
greet them, or?
I will kind of, nod in their general direction and try and make pace with them so that I could briefly walk alongside them.
Okay.
And, hail them,
Yeah.
I guess, so to speak.
So you kind of let them catch up.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they catch up with you after 10, 15 minutes or so, and they nod and say, good evening, miss. Out in the woods by yourself?
Yes, my horse here, I kind of pat Firefoot. She likes to get out and ride, and who am I to say no to that? I enjoy a nice stroll myself.
I see. Well, you're certainly well enough armed to be out in the woods.
Well, I am by myself, so.
Yes, of course. Heading to, Grigovian, then?
Yes, I'm meeting some friends further up ahead, so, eventually going to catch up with them, I suppose. We had a meeting point. But if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't.
Ah, well. Must not be very close friends, then.
Well, sometimes, other things get your attention and you get sidetracked, and it just happens. They understand. They know me.
The one you're talking to nods and says, yes, other things get your attention. Kind of glances back a little bit.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no
Fawn doesn't
idea what you're
Alice
talking
laughed.
about.
Allison's not good at bluff. Oh god, Fawn isn't either. Oh god.
I see. Well,
So maybe she does laugh and is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
yes, of course. Would you care to walk with us?
Absolutely, sure.
Excellent. And they start walking along and sort of making small talk, like, "Oh, have you heard about the weather? Have you heard about these ogres? Blah 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 blah."
It's whether I've experienced it.
Yeah. So at this pace, if the group kept going, you're probably not going to catch up with them. So, do you ride up?
Okay.
Like, do you
I would
eventually
just,
separate with these guys, or what do you do?
Since I'm not good at bluffing and it's pretty obvious that I was kind of following them, I just kind of eventually am just like, so, did you talk to those dwarves about anything interesting? Those things that they were with, they kind of intrigued me.
Yes, I must admit I was curious myself. The dwarves, though, didn't seem to speak much Elven, weren't too keen on conversation with what they did say, so...
What do you mean they weren't keen on conversation, as in they waved you off? They tried to ignore you, or...
No, they spoke a bit, and their guards spoke a bit, and... like I said, they weren't too keen to talk. Seemed they wanted to continue on their way.
So nothing notable, huh? Well, I guess I thank you for your time and your companionship, but I suppose I should try and meet my friends on time, in a timely manner, whatever it may be.
Yes, of course. Stay safe on your travels. Keep out of trouble. He gives
Absolutely.
you kind of a knowing look.
I kind of like smirk, like, you don't know me very well, pal.
Cool. So
And-
you ride
yeah.
off.
Then I kind of
Yep.
ride off. Yep.
All right. You eventually meet back up with the group, guys. Fawnlin meets up, rides up behind you.
Yeah, we're probably nearing the hour mark out of our meeting place, and so we're like, Fawn?
I scan up and
Fawn,
down.
fawn,
Is there
fawn.
even a speck of blood on her, Travis?
There is no blood on her.
Yeah, like, I just want to ask Silo.
Yeah, you can see her weapons and shield look to be fairly clean, as clean as she usually keeps them.
And we even have prestidigitation.
Fawn, I take it your side trip was uneventful, so let's press on. We're looking for bandits.
Traveling along in the woods and whatnot.
Do you see anybody who could look like bandits?
No, not I.
All right.
Let's head
You're
to this
you're the only scouting party we've had, so it's behind
I
us.
checked
but-
my coin purse. It's still there, right, Travis?
Yes.
No,
yes,
it's
So
fine.
she wasn't in the woods.
They're that good.
Random dryad
They like
just went,
pickpocketed me up on
It's
my horse.
amazing
and I
the
didn't even
people that
notice.
got nowhere near you. Like Durian's the only one that's been close enough to pick
Yeah.
your pocket.
Durian
This-
would pickpocket me, jerk.
No.
Yeah, your
What about
coin
that
purse is still
dryad,
there.
Travis? What about that
I never
dryad that
I never
sucked me
called
in
it. I never called it.
the Sparse forest. Wink.
Cool. So you guys continue on. You grab some lunch, and eventually continue on your way. And as you're sort of nearing the end of the day, it's not quite nightfall. You probably have a hour or so of travel on yet. You pass by another group, and it looks like again some elves on a caravan, kind of
Same
sort of the normal thing you've been passing the whole time. And why doesn't everyone give me a perception check?
Okay, give me a moment to clean my glasses.
By the way, Travis, we haven't passed the area of operations yet, have we?
No. That'll be
Boom!
late the next day, maybe.
I
Oh my
did it,
God.
guys.
Everything?
I
Okay,
did
we finally
it.
did it.
Yay,
I
Kevin!
did it.
Look at that 19 though, bro.
Fun?
Oh my god.
29.
Oh,
Good.
we all got above a 15. That's
Okay,
not bad.
I'm the highest still. I did it. I did it.
All right. Easy now. So,
Sorry.
You rate- Figured real
easy,
well.
easy,
yeah,
Hoss.
Caben and Fawn, you see that one of the guys like hired to guard this cart. You know, the mercenaries
Seemed
are all
really
mercenaries, right? Kind of shabby clothing, weapons that are various cases, various states of use. You do see that one of the guys in the back, Fawn and Caben, is actually a wood elf, and he's like, you see, is very much like putting his hood over his face and kind of tucking his hair in a bit. But you notice this.
Does it look like that fucker that threw a thunderstone at me?
Could very well be. You can't really see much of his face. Plus, you didn't really see much of that guy either.
That's true.
Yeah, he was pretty concealed.
Is it
He's
just
like-
this one that's doing stuff, or are they all?
No, yeah, you just kind of notice the one guy sort of like, as you guys come up on him, he, they're all looking you over, you're looking them over, and he just sort of like looks and pulls up his hood.
I dismount Firefoot. I would have stayed on Firefoot, by the way. I dismount Firefoot.
So
Oh, am I
okay,
on the
wait,
wagon?
you're all weaponed up and Caben's on the wagon?
I mean, I would have stayed on
Like,
Firefoot.
this is hours
I
later.
wouldn't want to. No, I wouldn't want to trade back.
That's
Okay.
fine. I mean, if you
That's
came
fine.
back, I would have stayed on the.
You could take my wifely duties for a little bit. My fake wifely duties.
I put on the bonnet.
I put my
Durian throw
arm. I
proposition,
put.
Caben?
I no, I don't proposition him, but it's a natural. I don't need to proposition my wife, so I just put an arm over.
Okay. You do the reach around, and you guys walk up on.
I'm
On
not
these-
quite at reach around point,
Alright.
but
So yeah,
we're
he
getting
puts,
there.
he puts it up, and I kind of just, as we pass, I just keep on staring at him.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
would-
yeah.
You get
So-
nothing,
so-
Darian. There's nothing there.
Yeah, just a sec, guys. As you approach, one of the guys on the wagon sort of waves at you and says, "Hail, travelers! How be the roads? We've heard of some trouble up ahead."
There's trouble
Fine,
behind.
thus far.
Well, yes, up ahead for us. But what have you heard?
We've heard of hydras and hags and ogres. It's a rough road. We should
Oh
camp
my.
here tonight.
Aye.
Oh my!
Well, we'll be continuing on for a bit, but
You should
yes.
not. It's a dangerous road up ahead. We should camp in the safety of numbers. We don't know what's pursuing us.
Okay. You missed the perception check, by the way, Darian.
I know.
Just said- Okay.
No, I'm.
Well,
I'm
yeah. In
just
that
literally
case,
saying
roll
shit.
me a diplomacy check.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yee. It's been a while. Yeah, plus 25.
What?
I don't think
No,
that's
I'm
accurate.
kidding.
My
That's
ass is
accurate.
what I was trying to say.
18.
Okay. All right. So he kind of says, "Well, that may well be, but the trouble we've heard of is not too far, and we're actually hoping to make it to Kanta early tomorrow morning. So, I think we'll continue on our way.
Safety in numbers, friend.
Yes, well, time is money, friend. Safe travels to you all.
I agree fully. Do
I recognize the guy that put his?
you wish to make a trade on the road, friend? Do you have goods? What goods are you carrying?
He
Yeah,
kind of
Travis,
looks-
think up some goods. Here you go.
Yeah, he looks you up and down and says, what'd you get, an 18?
Yep.
He says, our goods are none of your concern, sir. Have a good day. And he starts whipping his horses.
Is there like a wood elf like gang sign so I could know
Allison.
communicate to this guy
Allison, I've been doing it the whole campaign. The elf.
the elf
nod.
knot, but that's just general to elves. That's not wood elves.
Oh, okay.
Allison,
Wood
well,
elf nod?
Faunolin, there's not like a wood elf gang sign, no.
What about?
But you were, however, in
This
the
is the wood elf
military.
gig
Is
sign.
there
It's the butterflies in the forest. It's,
the butterfly?
it's like
Okay,
that.
guys, second here, please.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry. Go.
So you were in the military. So is there any kind of military salute or anything you would do?
Oh God, Allison's
Like
looking
there's
up,
no general wood elf
No, don't look it up.
A
Dude,
side.
come up with
No,
it.
I'm just looking up general.
No,
God.
dude, come
I
up
don't
with
know
it. You can't-
anything
don't
about
look it up.
military stuff.
It
Like,
doesn't
what-
matter.
Yeah,
What would you
what
do?
kind of
What would
salute
you
would
do?
you do?
I don't fucking know.
You
I don't have
make
enough
it up.
time to
You
think.
can't put military in your back career unless you're willing.
Okay, it would be like a hand on your heart and
There you
then
go.
like
Good.
outwards.
Good. That's good.
Okay, so you do kind of one of
Kinda like-
this to him?
Yeah, I like
Yes.
it. Like it.
Okay, yeah, so are you trying to hide this from the rest of the he's in the back. Are you
Can I
trying
do
to
like
just
a
do it
sleight
to
of
him?
hand to do it discreetly?
Yeah, make it stealth.
Okay, I prefer stealth because it's way higher.
Hide your hand. Hide of hand.
19.
19. Okay, he kind of looks as he passes and goes. And
Yay!
continues on.
I feel a connection. I keep on going.
Cool.
I understand him.
Yeah, so you guys go for maybe an hour and a half or so, and then it's getting dark enough that you have to make camp.
Okay, we make camp.
You
Okay.
make camp.
You
Do
make
you
sure you set up-
share any of that funnel?
I would casually just kind of drop it in conversation at some point. Be like, oh yeah, by the way, that guy is, wood elf, probably from where I'm from.
I can't imagine he's the only one in this country.
What guy?
You noticed
The guy?
this, Kate.
Oh, I
The
noticed.
guy that you
Okay.
saw that kind of looked like probably
You
like
and
me.
Fawn noticed it.
Sorry, I noticed it. I don't ask that.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, the guy. The guy. So.
Okay.
Do we go to
But
sleep?
yeah, I would just
Typical
kind of
walk.
drop it.
Travis, quick question on
Yes.
Whisper.
Oh,
Wait, where were they going towards again? They were going towards Kanta?
Yeah.
I
they
just
said they're going to
realized
Kanta.
Okay.
Oh. Be prepared for tomorrow, because that's when we enter the area.
Hopefully.
The typing is bad.
No, it's fine. Do you mind if I answer this out loud?
No, go for it.
Yeah, so Jimmy just asked, what type of elf am I from? And you're a half human, half high elf, so
Ah.
kind of the most common
Put it
type
up.
of elf.
High elf. Yeah.
High power!
Yeah,
High
yeah
power!
so like,
How much do I know? I'll give this to you. How much do I know? I've traveled, but
yeah,
and I have a predilection to liking elves. How much do I know about the different races of elves?
Boy, that's a good question.
That's kind of where my
elf,
question was going.
Yeah. So any elf that's not a high elf would be pretty rare, right? Like, the high elves are your most common type of elf. They're probably like 90% of the world elf population. So, like gray elves or wood elves or wild elves are usually only found in certain areas.
Mm.
So, like for example, you guys met some gray elves, and it was just a little village. They were kind of isolated. You know
So-
that obviously
So,
Fawn and other wood
help me with
elves are
Fawn.
from
Help
Revenant.
me with Fawn. Just because
Yeah.
it's backtracking, help me with Fawn because she joined our party and she's a wood elf and it would have been less rare. Did I notice that she's a wood elf or not? Do I know that?
Oh yeah, you noticed. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
It's like
Okay.
very blank to the differences, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's,
what?
it's like
It's
different
very
human
like
regions.
it's very easy to see the differences between a high elf versus a wood elf.
Depends who you are. Like, Caben as an elf and Durian as a traveler would know. Nina probably has no idea that there's any difference.
Yeah.
Like the difference
I mean-
is hair color, and she's a little more muscular, but she's also a soldier. So, like, Nina might not even get that there's.
Okay. Okay. That's
Pretty
cool.
sure she said she's a wood elf though.
Well,
So
she did,
she
but-
is.
And
Yeah, yeah.
she
Other wood
has.
elves, yeah.
This is more as Nina. This is less playing into like decisions and more playing into. Part of my backstory is that for my elven side, I am disposed to liking elves. So I wanted to know if I would know the difference between them for deciding about
you would know the
certain
basics.
decisions. It's a very minor thing. I just want to clarify with
Yep.
the DM.
Yeah, and like so Nina, if Fawn hadn't told you, you'd be like, oh, elf. Elf is elf. You know.
I mean, elf,
And that's
elves
not
are
even
kind.
an amnesia thing. It's more of like, what the fuck's the difference?
No, that's just not even
Pointy
that. It's
ears
elves
or
are kind.
pointy
Elves
ears?
save
There we
me. Elves
Yeah.
be good folk.
Yes.
There you go.
So,
Fine.
cool.
Cool. So yeah, we I guess we set up camp, right?
Yep. You set up camp. You guys.
And we asked Fawn. Fawn, you wandered off today.
Yes, I couldn't do what you all wanted me to, or didn't want me to do, and I decided it was best to walk away.
Did you learn anything?
No. Unfortunately not.
I would urge you. I mean, and this is not a criticism, but it's a rebuke a little bit. Is that in any action, I would hope that some learning would come out of it.
I tried, and not much learning happened, and, you know, that's just the way it is.
All right. You still with us?
I am, yes.
Fawn,
Yes.
you still
Can
with
you
us?
not hear me? Sorry, Todd is watching.
No,
Better
no, no,
Call
no.
Saul or whatever, and
That
it's
was a
super loud
dramatic
in the
moment. It
background.
was not. It was
Oh.
not a.
I thought you couldn't hear me, and I was like,
No, I can
oh.
hear you. I say, Fawn, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Alright.
Cool. So you guys make camp.
And
you
I
guys-
put in casually. It was not in that conversation, but later I say, if you're still with us, don't jeopardize the mission. Don't jeopardize whatever we're on.
It's not
for
like this is even the biggest
personal
mission,
grievances.
anyways.
Yes, but you remember we're acting on the behalf of Lord Tegan, and our actions reflect him as well.
He hopes we are scalpels, not a hammer.
I don't care about that. He would accept a hammer
What is this
too.
crit on, Travis?
I'm just joking.
Oh. I was like,
But-
all of a sudden we're being attacked from there.
Nina's not is only half wrong. I don't care. Well, or rather, the point is not what Lord Tegan's reputation accepts or does not, or takes on but does not take on. But let's not fuck it up for whatever, because I don't know. Because I've only heard a story about you in a bar, so.
It was pretty
You
crazy.
heard no such thing. Nothing happened.
She would have
It's out of
killed
the
them.
ordinary.
I have heard nothing. There is no such thing.
She would have killed them if people.
There are
didn't
no
step in.
droids you're
Kevin, shut
looking
up.
for here.
These are not the dwarves you're looking for.
In either
These are
event,
not the
I know,
deep dwarves. I don't
Even
know.
though
I don't
I
know,
know-
Fawn. They were nice. Dude, I love dwarves.
Durian,
They're nice
don't
guys.
even. Durian, don't even start. Don't.
All right, all right.
Vaughn, I know you hate these guys, but one thing to
Me-
remember.
You know, if you hadn't been so sketchy about it, we could have talked to them
Let's
and found out if there
go
was.
to bed. It's getting late.
We can't attack them unless they attack us first. There, I said it.
Well, I mean, you can always attack them if they don't attack you first.
Yeah,
You
we
can
know
do
what the
whatever
end
you
was,
guys
Tina,
want. Just
You
keep in
are
mind
a guard
it's a game
of the
with
merchant
consequences.
caravan, and you have yet to learn that
Striking first is a
that first strike is best strike. Come on, shitty merchant guard. Come on.
There's more than that when it comes to a fight.
All right.
Okay, so do you guys have any substantial conversation?
we banter
No.
back and forth, and I go to bed.
Of course
So-
you do. Cool. So you guys go to bed, and you wake up the next day unharassed.
Yay.
Damn it!
It's
damn it!
another-
We want to be harassed.
Yeah, it's another couple days to Gregovian.
Another couple days?
It is, but it's maybe less than a day to where you think you should be looking for stuff.
And then we
So-
set out
Okay.
the area.
Yeah, so you guys head off. So again, you pass more people on the road. Let's see here. Okay. So you guys do pass, it looks like a group of humans walking on foot. They sort of wave you by and say, good sir, good sir. One woman steps up and says, good sir, would you have any change to spare? We're trying to make our way out of the country.
I crack the whip when they come up and ask for money, and
You don't have a whip, but what are you, cracking the reins, or?
yeah, I'm like, away, travelers, we're merchants.
Yes, sir. You wouldn't have any change to spare.
Ah!
Any-
Ah!
Okay.
And another one's no.
Yeah. So, are you guys back to normal guards, or is Fawn staying on the horse, or what?
I would
have
let
deferred
Haven
to
ride.
Fawn. Okay.
I would let
Okay.
Haven ride on Fawn.
Cool. So,
Fire would.
Caben, you're on the side of the wagon with that woman. Do you do anything to like shoo her away, or like she's in front of your horse? Do you ride her down? What do you?
I've just sort
No,
of been
I
like,
just-
"Ah,
I mean,
press on, ah!"
I would go around her, I guess. Because we're going
Okay.
past her, right? Like, it's not like
Yeah.
if I don't do anything, she's gonna like be in the wagon. But
No, like yeah. So you just kind of pass her by and says, she says nothing actually. They just kind of let you go.
yeah, I don't say anything.
Okay, Nina, anything?
I was gonna say, if they choose to mess with me, the person that has a scythe the length of basically her body on their back,
They're
go
not,
ahead.
They're not They're begging for money.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They actually come near.
Oh,
I kind of
yeah,
imagine them
they-
actually
they-
come
Y'all
near me
beggars
too.
don't
Yeah,
mess
she
with
actually
me.
does come up to you, Nina, and says, "Please help a fellow human. Any change to spare?" She's
then.
obviously not threatening.
the con.
Nina cuts her down.
Ah, shit. I was actually hoping to play this. I reach into a pocket, pull out a silver, and I just flick it as I walk by, as I ride by.
Okay. She says, "Thank you. May the gods bless you on your journey."
It's like probably
She,
the only thing I actually have, like, in, not a bag. It's like a 1 or 2 coins or something, so.
All right, yeah, that's whatever your disguise is made of. Cool. You flicker a silver. Please deduct that from your sheet. Awesome. So, you guys continue on. And you guys are probably looking out for a path, right?
A rock.
A rock
stone.
and a path.
A rock and a path. Awesome. So why don't you each give me a pair of perception checks
All
as
right.
you ride along today?
All right, Travis, you found a weak point.
Don't worry about Nina doing
Well.
this. Actually, that one's not too bad.
Could be
Perception?
worse, Nina.
Yes, perception.
Come on, Kaven, you can do it.
Eh,
Okay. Durian. I assume you're also like looking out for this. Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm like,
Second check.
Find it!
Second check. Second check.
what?
Second,
checks?
Two checks.
Two checks a person.
You said
yep.
2.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, that wasn't a whole ton better. All right. So
No, it was a whole ton better, but it was still.
yeah.
cool.
So you guys are going along, and you're sort of paying more attention to the road and the, or less attention to the road, more to the side of the road where where this path is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And Caben, the first half of the day, you
Does
go through.
Swiftwind get a roll?
He's not like actively with you.
Okay.
Right now, I guess he would have joined you probably during the night. Would you have? You had told him to keep an eye out, right?
Yeah, we told him to keep an eye out.
Okay.
For,
Yeah.
I would assume he can't see a hidden path from. Maybe he could, but we told him like the hidden path to a cabin. We told him there's a cabin.
Yeah. So, you see him flying about during the day, but he doesn't like, come down and like make a fuss or anything, right?
Yeah.
Like he comes down when you guys stop and starts munching some grass, and doesn't make any sign that he's found anything.
Well, that's good.
But the second half of the day, Caben, you actually are examining the side of the road, and you do notice rather large, like mossy rock, just like the 10 other ones you've passed today. But you do notice it's very well concealed, but it's kind of a trail leading into the woods going to the south. You wouldn't think it's a trail. It's well covered with leaves and everything, but you notice kind of a parting of all the like little saplings that would normally be in the woods. Something you could easily get a wagon through, but would be very hard to notice.
I pointed out. Push the party.
This could be it.
I say, guys, this is it.
This is our special rock, man. Special rock.
Do we have a signal for waving down Swiftwind? Like, or
Flail your
okay.
arms in the air and hope he sees you.
Yeah, I mean,
I put the middle finger up into the air.
you know,
He
I do
senses
this.
it.
Oh,
okay, you give him the devil horns. Yeah, he's like flying off a ways and kind of circling over to to the north or whatever. But yeah, you start like trying to wave him down, and eventually you see him heading back. It's gonna be a few minutes before he gets to you.
Alright, well, if this is it, we need to ditch the caravan.
we
Here.
can get the wagon in. Oh, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably we will move faster.
We want to try and keep sort of...
Did the note say how long it is, like from the road to the cabin?
Yeah, the note actually said it was probably about a 2-hour journey.
Oh, that's
Maybe-
long.
But it does not like he was on foot is what
Right.
he noted that
And-
as well. So
We want to
Okay.
try and not make noise with the wagon, just in case we can somehow get the element of surprise.
Yeah, well, let's
that's a
let's
tough
let's
one.
hide the wagon around here in the woods so it doesn't get bothered, and it's still here when we come
Mhm.
back. And yeah, set up on foot. I think is a good.
you want
Oh
to?
god,
or
what
we
am I
have
gonna do with
horses.
Firefoot? Can I
Well,
do...
we can
oh
go on our
god,
horses,
Travis.
but...
Well, we have to.
Do you want to?
We have to
Do you
eat
want to burn
Firefoot.
it? Do you want to burn it? The wagon? Not
No,
fire.
no.
Burn
We,
it.
I was like, what the fuck?
no,
No, I think we should
need
just-
to take the
My
wagon back
horse.
to Tien when we're done with it.
Yeah,
I
we
imagine
should.
Lord Tegan wants
Why?
it back.
It doesn't have anything in it.
Yeah, but I still think Lord Tegan would want it back.
Wasn't the plan though? If we get there and there's actually goods, we need the wagon to take the goods back.
Yes,
That's true, yeah.
that's a better point than Lord Tegan wants it.
Anyway, I'm mostly waiting for Swiftwind to come down.
Okay, well, let's hide the wagon and I don't know, just off the road.
All right, I help hide the wagon.
okay, cool. You
Yes.
help hide the wagon.
Blend the wagon
Excellent.
in, covered in poop. That's what chat says.
Covered with poop. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could get Swiftwind to help with that, but even so, like,
I don't know.
there's only so
I
much
wanna do
poop
that.
within
I don't-
all of
I
it.
don't, I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know how I feel about that, dude.
cool. So,
Swiftwind
yeah,
comes
you
down?
guys, kind of pull the wagon off. So do you, like, hide it on the trail? Do you go up the road a ways? What do you do?
Pretty close to where the trail started, but off the road a good ways. Like, I mean, I guess we
Okay.
can't get it too far off the road because it's a wagon, but
Well, I mean, like I said, the trail is kind of like hard to spot, and yeah, if you pull it in maybe 100 feet or so, it would be pretty hard to spot from the road.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Even though the tree cover is sparse, that's probably enough to sort of blend it in.
Yeah, that's what we do. I don't know, put some fallen branches over top of it or something. I don't know, whatever.
Sure, yeah. Okay, cool. The wagon is ostensibly hidden.
Okay. Is Swiftwind with us yet, Travis?
Yeah, he flew down and followed you guys in. What do you say to him?
Just that, okay, we think we found the path. If the information is correct, there should be a small building, like a cabin or a hut, wooden structure maybe, in the woods, and I point into the general direction we think it is, down the path thing. Would you be able to help scout it?
Yeah, he nods.
Alright, if you see anything, be sure to come back safely. Like, don't put yourself in a dangerous position.
Yeah, he nods and snorts and jumps into the air and flies above the trees.
Okay. We
Or-
should follow on foot.
Our scouting drone deployed.
Yeah. Our overlord is going to scout
Should
for
have given
us.
him some acid things to drop.
That was sarcasm, by the way. I don't say that out loud.
Yeah, he'll drop a few banelings. It's fine.
Baby drop. Yeah.
Soften him up a bit. All right. So, yep, he flies off to the south. What do you guys do?
I guess we're following the
What do I do with
trail.
Firefoot? Can I
We
ride
can take
Firefoot?
Yeah, we can take our horses.
can
we
do
just don't
whatever
want.
Yeah, we could
We
bring.
just
The trail was big enough where you could bring a wagon in, right?
Bring him a horse.
Yeah, so we bring our
Riding the
horses.
horse. I could share the horse, but I'm riding the horse for sure.
well, I mean, we have enough. Like, we take the horses off the wagon. Everyone's got enough to ride themselves.
Oh, that's right. Duh. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
you can
part.
pull the horses off, you saddle them up, and yeah, you head out. So cool. You guys are walking down this path. Do you guys like? You know it's about a couple hours walk, and probably a little less on horseback. Do you guys want to try and like stop before where you think this place is and get off the horses? Are you waiting for Swiftwind to come back? What are you guys doing?
Stopping before and seeing if Swiftwind can tell us
Yeah,
anything.
that's what I was
I-
going to say.
I'm-
But wait for
I'm
Swiftwind.
following Nina's lead.
Yeah,
Oddly enough, but I'm following Nina's lead.
I would ask.
I'm riding confidently, but I'm like, all right, whatever the fuck you tell me to do, I'll do it. It's fine.
I'd ask the two elves to be in front, with me in the middle, and taking up the rear.
I have my lance and shield.
All right, I'm in the rear.
Cool.
In the rear with the gear.
And I've got a crossbow bolt loaded. I'm looking
Nice.
backwards. There we go.
Nice. Cool. So, Caben and Faunolin, why don't you guys roll me tracking checks? So, survival checks.
Okay. After an hour on the trail, Travis, I would like to switch to stealth mode.
Good luck, you're on a horse.
Oh, that's right. Okay. After an hour, I would stop and ask the party about going in quieter.
So just one stealth?
Survival? No, survival.
Or I'm sorry,
not
one
stealth.
survival.
No, one for each of you. Yes.
Okay.
Damn those rolls. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Even being a
So-
tracker for once.
Yeah.
Hey, I've
So-
tracked pretty well this campaign. It's perception that's not too good.
That's also true.
Okay, so Caben, after you guys go a long ways, you notice that whoever came down this path must have spread leaves across it when they came off the road, because you're noticing here and there some hoof prints, something that looks like maybe wagon tracks. They're still like someone obviously attempted to cover them, but you're walking several miles, so it's tough to cover a trail that far.
Yeah.
Unless you've got like pass without trace.
Tough to put that on a wagon, though. So, yeah.
Okay.
Details.
How
Details.
old? I mean, can I know like how old these look?
Yeah, they seem to be in, like, dry mud, but it was raining the last time you guys came through here, so, it looks like it wasn't that long ago.
Like,
Maybe they're following us.
I mean, I'm not looking for like, oh, it's been 3.7 hours, but like
Days,
days?
maybe a
okay,
week.
maybe a week, but days.
Probably tough to tell.
A range is fine. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
you
fine.
you don't know the exact heat conditions and everything that these things
Right,
are.
right. Yeah, okay.
I
right.
believe it
So,
was
yeah.
73 degrees the last time they passed through
If
here.
only I could look up the previous
You
weather.
taste the earth and you're like, there were
Oh.
7 of them. They were carrying much ham.
So, you say this to the party, Caven, or?
I say it to everyone, but no, I'm just kidding. I tell the party,
So-
and I say, look,
so-
it's been around a week, maybe give or take a few days. These tracks,
So, good
Okay.
chances they're still here then.
and they're
I mean,
they're
if
they're
they-
I
walking
go, oh,
in the
Kaden,
direction.
I didn't even notice that. Good job.
They're walking in the direction of where we're going, not towards us. I mean, the
So
wheels I
it-
can't tell, but the feet maybe.
Yeah, you can see tracks and they look like they go both ways.
All right, yeah,
Like maybe people were in and out of here.
okay.
Well, if they're actively concealing the trail to this extent, it means they're still using it, so...
Well, they were using it a week or so ago.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they still plan to use it as well, is what I meant to also to say.
Maybe we'll know more when we get there.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So yeah, you guys have traveled along for about an hour. You said you were waiting for Swiftwind?
Oh,
Yeah, for, I guess.
Well,
As long as possible,
when we
I
get,
don't know.
I guess after we try for an hour, stop the party and be like,
Yeah.
do we want to dismount and go on foot the rest of the way? We can be
Well-
quieter if they are there.
I'm as quiet as I am on horse. I don't think it makes a difference for me.
Well, you could stay a little back behind the more quieter ones, I guess, if you want. I don't know. I'm just. How do you want? Do I just want to walk in and
I mean,
have them hear us,
I don't
or
like
creep closer?
if they're hiding this path, they're probably not expecting anyone to come. So even if we make a ruckus, they're not going to have a lot of time.
If they hear 4 horses coming up, they're gonna have some time.
I
Yeah, you
guess.
guys are kind of talking this over as a group, and as you are,
Whoa.
Swiftwind returns.
Okay.
He kind of lands, probably more quietly than that, near you guys.
Fawn, if you would be so kind.
I wait for a moment and I say, okay, what exactly are we asking Swiftwind
Well-
before I...
I'm sure he'll tell us what he saw, more than asking questions.
Well, do we have any questions, though, that are important to get through before, you know...
How far? If he's seen anything, I don't know until he actually says anything.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine.
Okay,
Yeah, so
well-
so why don't we take our second break here? You guys can
Jimmy's
think
probably
about what you want
cold.
to ask him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sounds
All right,
good.
guys.
All right.
We'll be back shortly.
Please join us in about 5 minutes, back for the final hour. See you guys then.